Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 9th. I apologize. This morning devotion turned into a little bit more of an evening devotion, thanks to my very busy small creatures. But I wanted to share with you guys today a little bit about, since we were talking about love previously, a little bit more about love for our enemies. I know that most kids don't really have someone they might consider an enemy, hopefully, but I'm sure that there are people in school that are bullies or maybe not so nice. Maybe there is a neighbor or a coach or somebody who's been extra hard on you, that you're having trouble being kind to in your heart or in person. So I just wanted to share in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 44, Jesus said, "But I say to you, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you." So Jesus was telling them to try to love the people that disliked them or were against them, and also to pray for them and to ask God to bless them, not to hurt them, but to bless them. So I just wanted to share a story with you guys, which is especially important to talk about given what's going on in our world right now with Ukraine and Russia. So in World War I, there was battles going on, and back then a lot of battles were still fought, person to person with guns and tanks and bombs and things like that. So what they did is they suggested that on December 7th, there in 1914, that there should be a ceasefire where they stopped fighting and they were able to celebrate Christmas. Now, the top people in the military said, no, we're not going to do that. But the soldiers decided on their own that they were going to do that. So they actually all laid down their weapons. They sang Christmas carols together. German and English soldiers came together to shake hands. They played soccer. They ate together. And for one day, those two sides, those enemies who had been actively trying to injure or even kill each other, paused and were able to set aside their differences and their anger and their hatred and their animosity, and come together in a spirit of peace and a spirit of love. So obviously that was a huge gift that Christmas Day, the day that Jesus was born, even though they didn't celebrate it on exactly Christmas Day, they celebrated on December 7th. But the gift of Jesus's birth was such an important and strong thing, and it was so full of love in God's gift that these soldiers were able to put aside their differences for one whole entire day for that reason. So today, we are not typically actively in that situation. There are a lot of other less dramatic instances in all of our lives where we can try to be kinder to the people who are maybe not so kind to us. We can try to pray for people who probably aren't praying for us. We can try to forgive people who might not forgive us. We can try to forgive people who we might not want to forgive because they've done something that's hurtful to us. But we have a responsibility to do that because we are Catholics, because we are Christians. Jesus said, and it was in the gospel a few weeks ago at church in Mass, Jesus said, even people who aren't Christians pray for people or think kindly about people who are nice to them. But we're called to go the extra mile and pray for and be kind to people that aren't kind to us, the people that we don't get along with very well. So, as my children destroy my house. So let's just end with a prayer and try to go into tomorrow, whether you're going to school or whether you're going to a part-time job or going to dance practice or cheerleading practice or sports practice. Just try to be kind to people who maybe haven't been so kind to you. In the name of the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Ultimate peacemaker, strengthen my heart so that I am able to forgive my enemies and wish them peace.